Hi quilters, I'm Mendy Tippets with Sew Steady. I am so glad you're here with me today. If you don't know us already, we're all about making your sewing experience easier and more fun. Whether that's with our extension tables, cabinet inserts, or handy sewing accessories. And today I get to share something extra special. We've teamed up with AccuQuilt to create a brand new die, the Go Pinwheel Shape Set. 12-inch finished blocks on-board die. This die has 8 shapes you won't find anywhere else in the AccuQuilt library, and they open up endless possibilities for 12-inch blocks. It's similar to a cube with brand new shapes to play with. Let's take a closer look. Each shape is clearly labeled to keep you organized, and the two-tone foam makes it easy to see exactly where to place your fabric. You'll notice the dog ears and the 1/4-inch seam allowance are already built in. That means less trimming and more accurate piecing. So this is the Pinwheel Spark book. It is filled with all of the patterns and instructions on all of the blocks that we're going to make for the project that we're going to come together with, a wall hanging. So let's go ahead and get started. Shadowed Dizzy Geese is our block. I've got 3/4 of it done here, so you can see that. We're going to build the other 1/4 right now. So I've cut the strips that we need for the block, and we're going to be using the A, which is the pinwheel. So I know that we need to have a green and a green blue, 2 and 1. Let me get the fabric here. All right, well, let's cut some fabric and let's get started laying it out here. So these are 2.5-inch strips, and this is for the A, which is the pinwheel. And I'm going to cut 2 of the patterned green and blue and 1 of the solid green. This is H, which is the shadow. I'm going to put that right here. This is going to be F, and I need both directions, right and left, so I'm going to put that there. And then G is our corner, and I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to get the board and put it on top of it, and we're going to get cutting. Here we go. I'm so excited about this Go die. This has been a big new piece of equipment in my sewing room now for about the past 8 months, and it helped me through a shoulder injury, and I'm not giving it up. I love it. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to do this to get the static cling off of it, and then I'm going to slide this off. Here we go. Pick that up. Look at that. Just perfect. And there we go. Okay, let me get this little mess out of our way. We're ready to put these together. We're putting our F and our H together, and the right and the left side don't get pinned the same way. So I'm going to call this my left because it's facing up and looking at me on my left-hand side. This is the right for those purposes. So you're going to put the H at the top of it when it's pointed down, and you're going to put this one on the side. It's here in the pictures, but I think it's worth visually seeing it this way as well. All right, so and then on the corner piece, this end always has to be on the outside of your pinwheel. So that's how you know where to put that, okay? So let's go ahead and get these sewn, and let's get going. Okay, get that up. Get that unpinned. We're going to just do a real quick press job here. And I'm always going to press to the shadow, which is the aqua. There we go. All right. Now let's go ahead and bring these in. And this is going to go right there. This is going to go right here. And this is going to go right here. Okay, let's go ahead and get those pinned. The shadow will always be in the kind of the middle of the pinwheel where it makes the turn. You have the point, that's where it's going to be at. Okay, and then this one. And I'm making sure that I get that cut off right at the end of the pinwheel, because that's going to be the corner of the block. So that placement is important. And get it down here, fits perfectly. Yay. Okay, here we go. All right, let's cut these apart and do a little bit of pressing. Now, the one with the corner, here it is, I'm going to be pressing up towards the center. Okay, there's that one. Then all these, the other two, I'm going to press towards the outside, so towards the white. All right, now let's go put these together here. Now you'll see that that's the right length, and that fits well. Let's see this one. Yes, that's exactly how it's supposed to go together. Okay, so let's go ahead and flip this over. Now when I'm pinning these together, I'm making sure that the ends are matched up so that, you know, you have the best opportunity to have this thing come out perfect. This. Okay, here. All right, we're going to do a little press job here. Now I am going to press open the seam that is going to the center. This block has a lot of fabric that meets in the middle. And down the road, when you're quilting this, you're going to thank me for this, because you just need to minimize the bulk in the center of this block as much as possible. All right, let's go ahead and put this one on. Let me cut that string off there while I'm looking at it. Okay, there we go. And same song, second verse. We're going to get that end matched up. Okay. All right, now we're going to do a press on this. There we go. There we go. Just trying to get that open so we can make sure we're diminishing the bulk in the center here. All right, let's go ahead and turn this over. I also try to repair any of the seams that I've messed up while I've been doing my other pressing. So there we go. All righty, let's put this together now. Okay, let's go to the sewing machine. And get that out and press again. Okay, so we're going to do this pressing of this open, fixing all my other pressing that I might have messed up while I was doing other things. Let's go ahead and make this. All right, now we're ready to put it together. So make sure your seams in the center are matching up, because that'll be very visible. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Okay. Take the pins out, and then one more pressing of the seam. So one thing I do is keep my seam ripper handy whenever I come to this center after I put the whole block together, because this is why we've pressed everything flat, is trying to diminish all this bulk here. And every now and again you'll get a stubborn seam, and I just want to make sure everything's going to flatten out for us, okay? So don't be afraid to use your seam ripper in that center a little bit. All right, so here we go. There we go. I got that. Let's go over here. Okay, and now I'm literally going to just smash it down. And then we're going to turn it over. And we're going to do the final press. And ta-da! Here is our Shadowed Dizzy Geese block. And here's the fun part. Here is our finished block, but you're not limited just to this one block. With these 8 shapes, you can make so many different designs. I'm going to show you the butterfly block right here. This is the butterfly block. This is the flannel flower block that we made. And then this is the starburst block. And these are just some of the ones that are going to be in the sampler project that we're doing. So you can use these blocks for table runners, pillows, quilts, whatever inspires you. Change up the colors for holidays or seasons, and you can even set them on point with the Go 12-inch setting triangles for a completely fresh look, which I really love that look. For even more inspiration, you can check out Sew Steady's pattern book and AccuQuilt's downloadable booklet. And of course, you'll find lots of tutorials and videos on AccuQuilt.com. You can grab your Go Pinwheel Shape Set die on AccuQuilt.com or from your favorite local retailer. At Sew Steady and AccuQuilt, we're always looking for ways to help quilters create and quilt easier and faster.